Delanco Township Committee meeting of August 3rd, 2026, beginning at 7 p.m. at the Delanco Township Municipal Building, 770 Coopertown Road, Delanco, New Jersey.
We're good?
We are recording.
Okay. I'd like to welcome you to the August 3rd, 2026 Township Committee meeting. Can I have a roll call, please?
Yes, Mayor. Mr. Bartlett?
Here.
Mr. McFadden?
Here.
Mr. Olet?
Here.
Ms. Seuss?
Here.
Ms. Fitzpatrick?
Here. Also present, Mrs. Seminara, Township Administrator, Mr. Heinhold, our Township Solicitor, Alex Hafner, our Engineer, Mrs. Russell, our Municipal Clerk, Mrs. Hart, our Deputy Municipal Clerk, and Mr. Warren, our Police Chief. Please join me in the flag salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Would you please read the Sunshine Statement, Beth?
Yes. Please be advised that proper notice of this meeting has been given in compliance with the Open Public Meetings Act in the following manner. Written notice has been mailed to the Burlington County Times and Courier Post and published in the December 28, 2025 editions. Written notice has been posted on the official bulletin board of the Township of Delanco at least 48 hours prior to the meeting. Live stream statement. This meeting of the Delanco Township Committee may be transmitted via live stream on YouTube video. The streaming of the meeting is not intended to be relied upon as formal public access under Open Public Meetings Act. And if the technology is disrupted for any reason, the Township meeting will proceed in person as an official meeting in accord with the official notice. Please silence your cell phones and refer to the rules governing public comment attached to this agenda.
Thank you. The first item on the agenda is the ordinance for a public hearing, Ordinance 2026-12, amending Chapter 135 to regulate the amount and diameter of brush, limbs, and stumps that can be deposited curbside by residents for township service. This is the second reading by title only in the public hearing. If anyone has any questions or concerns about this ordinance, please come forward now. There being none, I'll close this portion of the meeting to the public and ask for a motion to approve ordinance 2026-12.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Mr. Bartlett.
Yes.
Mr. McFadden.
Yes.
Mr. Olet.
Yes.
Ms. Seuss. Yes. Ms. Fitzpatrick.
Yes. Our meeting is now open to the public. Session 1, agenda items only. Christine.
Christine Holland, 319 Delaware Avenue. Speaking as the current president for the library board, I want to first unequivocally state we are disappointed with the outcome of having the morning hours terminated by the library use agreement. By now, the committee is certainly aware how important those daylight hours are to our patrons, but we can't unring the bell and understand those are lost for the time being. Our staff will undoubtedly work hard to find solutions to meet those needs in some other form. I do want to thank Mr. Heinhold in particular for fighting on our behalf to restore language in the recitals having to do with the history of how we got here. Specifically, the referendum voters approved to construct the addition with the intended and stated purpose of creating space for the public library. I think given shifting sentiments of various school board members and superintendents over the years, it can't be overstated why documentation and intent mattered. I also want to thank the committee members for pushing this vote from the original date. While it didn't give rise to the desired goal, it did give the trustees an opportunity to meet, try to explore their options, and attempt to make peace with the outcome. Moving forward, I can only hope a positive working relationship with the school board, superintendent, and the township committee will one day result in consideration given to some of the security mitigations we proposed, and ultimately the parties to the agreement come back to the table and negotiate those hours back in. Barring that, perhaps a new home is found in time for the next negotiation. In any event, I appreciate the time and effort everyone spent on this agreement. Thank you. Until next time.
Thank you, Christine.
Steve Schaefer, 2 Russ Farm Way. A question regarding the brush ordinance. At Newton's Landing, we've been trying to catch up on a lot of the tree trimming, dead branches, invasive plants in the trees. Does the new brush ordinance, other than limiting the size and location, will that affect our ability to maintain the common areas?
I don't think so. What this ordinance actually does is allow the brush to be collected twice a month rather than one time. So it's actually more convenient for residents, and I'm not sure what you're trimming would have anything to do with that, or I believe the township would be trimming the trees. So I'm not sure I understand your question.
Well, hopefully you've answered it by saying, other than the normal keeping within the dimensions
Right.
and location, there should be no change.
It should be more often, and I think it's a benefit to the residents, actually.
I would agree. Thank you.
Yeah, the dimensions did not change at all. That section
Yeah.
of the ordinance was not touched.
Yeah, thank you. Anyone else? I'll close this portion of the meeting to the public, and we have a presentation from Dr. W. is here, I believe. I'm not going to say your name. I'll let you say that so I don't destroy it.
Good evening, members Fitzpatrick. Good evening, committee. How is everybody doing tonight? So prior to me coming on board with the school district, at my interview with Dr. T and a couple other individuals at the office, Ms. Schmidvine was there as well. We discussed a few concepts. The first was get the band rolling. The second was get the choir going. And we talked about having the band march in the Memorial Day parade. And all of those goals have been accomplished to date. The final piece of that puzzle from that particular day was the idea of establishing a Delanco community band. Because what I suspected came to be true, there's a lot of talent. The kids are very talented in this township, so that has to come from the families. So I'm sure there are a lot of adults who played when they were in school, may want to continue playing music in their adult years. And based upon my interaction with the community, that's been confirmed during this school year. So I typically do what I say I'm going to do, so I wanted to make sure I came to say hello, and I got invited to come to the meeting to discuss the idea of establishing the Delanco Township Community Band. It would be great because you're going to be celebrating your centennial. I know there were some ideas for some events happening in the fall, so it will be really, really great thing to have a community band perform at one of the centennial celebrations, because I just think it will be amazing. And then also, since it's a K-8 district, kids who go to high school, they could possibly continue to play in that community band and wherever the band plays as their high school years continue, and kind of just like infuse that communal aspect into their lives even after they've graduated 8th grade. That's the short of it. It's just an idea. I've always wanted to do something like this with the community, and since I'm working with you guys, I thought it would be a great, great thing. So thank you for listening. I appreciate your support.
Thank you. Well, I know Carolyn's the coordinator of our 100th anniversary celebration. I know they have some bands scheduled for that. Stephen Lohr is the coordinator for our Centennial Park, which will be in October with the time capsule and everything. And we had discussed possibly having the school band there to do something for us. So we will be in touch with you about that. I don't know if Carolyn wants to add anything about the Centennial celebration out at the Field of Dreams, but she would be the person to connect with.
Perfect. Yeah, the school band, we'll have it there in some capacity. Since it's in October, I don't know what we'll have prepared to play, but we'll definitely have some type of presence at the event.
Good. Okay, we'll be in touch with you about that.
Mm-hmm.
We do have 2 bands scheduled, so we may be able to do something in between their sets
Right.
with you. So, yeah, we can definitely talk about it on a subcommittee level and reach out.
Perfect. Thank you very much, everybody.
Okay, thank you. Thanks for attending. Okay. So the next item on the agenda is the Delanco Schools Township of Delanco Library Space Agreement, Resolution 2026-1 110, authorizing execution of a library space agreement with the Board of Education of the Township of Delanco governing space at the M. Joan Pearson School. Is there a motion to approve this resolution?
So moved.
Matt Bartlett, or Scott, sorry. Second? I'll second that. To approve Resolution 2026-10. Roll call, please.
Mr. Bartlett?
After over 6 years working on this, as Ms. Holland said, it's been a long time. Yes.
Mr. McFadden?
It saddens me to see that the cut of hours has, you got to take into consideration that's really the only open building that the residents do have in town. But I believe the due diligence of this back and forth, I think this is the best situation for it. I'm going to say yes.
Mr. Olet?
My only disappointment with the agreement, again, is the hours and having the hours available in the morning for our residents to be able to use the facility as a library, and shifting the hours to 1 o'clock in the afternoon, the 5 days a week, and then the Saturdays from having the 10 to 2 hours. I really struggled with this. I still feel there's other solutions that can come into play for the morning hours somewhere along the way, whether it was through additional security to have the facility open in the mornings on Mondays and Fridays as they have been in the past. But based off of that, and again, being able to, in the future, we are able to have more dialogue with the school board and the association and the committee to be able to get additional hours, whether during the summertime or there are other options that we can be explored for the winter months. I will vote yes.
Ms. Seuss?
Yes.
Ms. Fitzpatrick?
Yes, and I would like to add that our administrator has reached out to Christine and the Library Association and has offered the township building in the morning for any activity that they can't have at the library because they're opening later. So we would make accommodations here for yoga or for the story time or what have you, since those hours seem to be so important to the residents and to the little ones. So I think all in all, we've done everything we can these past 6 years to finally put this to rest and to ensure that our library is going to have a place for at least the next 14 years and maybe 25 more, if another opportunity doesn't come up. So yes, I do vote yes. Thank you. Comments and reports. Mr. Heinhold.
Yes, thank you, Mary. I just wanted to update. We had a discussion in the executive session. We've been dealing, as many people know, with the situation out at 2407 Burlington Avenue, where an operation started up in the fall of last year, and thank you, Carolyn. And we've sort of been dealing with them on a multitude of levels, including the land use board level. They had filed an application, which was ultimately delayed multiple times. They attempted to delay it again at the last meeting, and the board basically advised they needed to proceed or they would be subject to a dismissal without prejudice. They did not proceed, and it was dismissed without prejudice. As a result of that and ongoing municipal court matters, there's now a construction board of appeal that they have filed because they're subject to extensive potential fines under the UCC and construction code violations. for occupying the site without prior approvals. They're also subject to Board of Health matters and NJDEP violations due to spills that have occurred out at the site in working on trucks on unpaved sections of the property. In light of all that, at the last meeting, mid-July, the governing body authorized and directed my office to prepare a verified complaint against the property owner and the tenant of the operation out there. And so this past Friday, we filed that action. It's a verified complaint with an order to show cause. We don't have the order back yet, but I anticipate sometime this week we'll get an order back from the court setting a hearing date for hopefully sometime in this month, August, for the court to consider whether our relief, which we're requesting, is basically they be removed from the site unless and until they go through the proper channels and get whatever approvals they need from us and any other outside agency to conduct their business out there. That's really the long and short of it at this point. I'll be updating everybody as we go through the process. I will say the township doesn't enter into litigation lightly. We have certainly defended litigation when needed to, but filing an action costs taxpayers money, and it costs the court's time and expense. We want to be certain when we go in that we have a significant case. The verified complaint in this instance is not based upon a week of occupation. It's based upon months of occupation, and it's based upon repeated failures on the part of the property owner and the applicant to come into legal compliance. So we think we have a pretty good position before the court. Again, I will keep you updated at least every month that I'm here, and if not, interim reports through the committee as things progress on the litigation. And that's all I have for this portion.
Thank you, Doug.
Thank you.
Alex?
Yes, thank you, Mayor. So some ongoing work that we have going on. Just going to go through my list here. Crossings, there is the concrete stalling over there. We took concrete pours a few weeks ago. The company that took the concrete pours, we're still waiting on the analysis results. We're going to review them, see if there's a problem with the mix, see what the issue is, but we are still waiting on those results from the contractor that was out there. The 2024 road program along Delaware Avenue, the contractor came in 2 weeks ago and completed the final punch list items, so we are going to prepare closeout documents as the roadway in front of the waterfront park and Zerber Mansion that was repaved last fall. 2025 road program on Newton's Landing and M. Joan Pearson parking lot. Work is ongoing. The Newton's Landing was just paved last week. There's still a little work to do at Newton's Landing, including striping. There is a little paved patch of pavement at Joan Pearson School that still has to get installed. So that project is 95% closed. Uh, 2026 road program is the partial storm pipe replacement along Hickory Street. Plans were submitted to DOT for review. We anticipate construction this fall. That is one block of Hickory Street behind the school there. The 2026 handicap ramp improvement project, we have a meeting with the contractor, Ronald Construction, tomorrow. There are 5 intersections that are going to get new handicap ramps. 3 of those intersections are along Delaware Avenue, and 2 of them are along 2nd Street. Construction likely starting within the next few weeks. We don't anticipate road closures. but we'll go with that, chief. The Union Avenue boat ramp, my office has finished the specs and plans, so we are on pace to get this constructed in the fall as well. The boat ramp extension at Union Avenue being used for emergency vehicles. And Centennial Park improvements at the intersection of Burlington Avenue and Vine Street, as many of you have seen, it's under construction. They're getting pavers this week and plantings, some new trees, new flowers, mulch beds, likely to be installed early September. And we will have it ready in time for the Centennial celebration in October. And then last two, PSC&G road paving, as many of you saw on Burlington Avenue, they have milled off about 2 inches of that roadway, so it's a little bit of a bumpy ride. The next 2 or so days they're going to be out there paving. They lost half a day because of the rain we had today. But that causes bridge closing, so just be aware of your detour signs, follow them accordingly. We have paving crews working along Burlington Avenue the next few days. We are still waiting. They have done other utility trenches on some local roads. We are still waiting to get their schedule for all the local roads. But Mayor, once we have that, we will be in touch and let you guys know what's going on with that. Same with New Jersey American Water, did a few utility trenches on Kansas, Iowa, and over on that side of town. We are also waiting on a schedule for them to be
Good. Good. Anyone have any questions for Alex?
Alex, the school parking lot, will they be striping that?
The school is actually going to be striping that. That was an alternate, but the
Right.
contractor's price for this contract is a bit too high. So yes, I've been in touch with the groundskeeper, Tim, and he has his own striping company that's going to come in once we are finished paving.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thanks, Alex. Township Administrator.
Thank you, Mayor. Just to add to the striping, Tim has been in touch with me the entire time throughout the process, as early as, or late as today. He's going to let me know when that striping is going to be scheduled, so we make sure the library has notice. It's delayed a little bit, the project, and it was weather related, and then there were some low-lying areas they had to go back in over, so it took a little bit longer than we all had anticipated. So thank you. I know you guys had a little bit of a struggle over there, but they know they have to notify us the entire rest of the way.
Okay, good.
This past Friday, we had the office staff and Public Works Department come in for CPR training, and it was conducted by the Delran EMS. And I just wanted to publicly say how great they were, the trainers. It was a great event. Everybody attended. Nothing but positive reviews. So it was a nice little refresher, or just a small what to do, what not to do. So that was successful. As you can see, Babe Ruth Park, the playground equipment has been in there a while. There's a bit of a delay getting the ground where it needs to be as far as the grass. So we are hoping within the next week or so, we should be able to get through that punch list and have a ribbon cutting to open up the park finally. So we'll post that as it's available. The ordinance that was just adopted tonight for the brush pickup, the only change was the schedule. So important to note, August 10th, which is the next Monday, 1 week from today, is when the first brush pickup will be throughout town. So to keep it simple, we put the schedule on the same as your recycling. So whatever week your recycling is going to be picked up, that Monday is brush pickup throughout the entire year. We will blast that out as well, but if anybody has any questions, please do not hesitate to call the office. So starting Monday, brush pickup will occur every other week. And that is all I have.
Thank you.
Can I ask a question? If
Yes.
there's like bad weather on Monday, they would just pick up on Tuesday, right?
They would, yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Department heads, Chief.
Good evening, everyone. Stats data for the month of July. We had 21 police cases for a total for the year of 143. There were 29 summonses issued, motor vehicle violations for a total for the year of 289, with 157 motor vehicle stops, a total for the year 1,148. And there were 921 calls for service with a total for the year of 5,630. So, they've been busy, obviously the summer, but it's good. Our National Night Out event's tomorrow night, so finishing and getting everything squared away for that, so see everyone there. We have a good night. Be a good
Yeah,
time.
the weather looks like
Yeah.
it's going to be great.
Yeah,
Thank God we
thankfully
got rid of the rain.
Yeah, thankfully it came today, so I won't have to worry about any dry conditions for the fireworks, so we're looking good. So,
Good.
yeah, looking forward to seeing you guys there.
That's 6 to 9, right, Chief?
6 to 8 for a National Night Out event, then
And
there'll be a
then-
lull for them to break down everything, and then fireworks, what, between 8:15 and 8:30 roughly?
No,
About
Okay,
8:30.
8:30?
Should be dark
8:30?
enough.
Yeah.
So. yeah,
Okay,
it'll be
good. Thank
All right,
you.
No problem.
Anybody have any questions for the chief? No? Okay. Okay. Mrs. Russell?
Yes, Mayor. This Thursday, we will be hosting Assemblyman Balvier Singh's mobile office here at the Township Building. That will be from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. His offices are currently undergoing upgrades, and this allows the Assemblyman's staff to provide constituent services on site to anyone who is experiencing an issue. We have flyers in the lobby, and they've been posted on the website and on Facebook. So we're very excited to be partnering with Assemblyman Singh on that. And I think Mrs. Hart has a couple upcoming events, which she'll discuss.
Yeah.
Yeah, all I have is really to bounce back on the Centennial Fireworks Show that's going to be happening tomorrow at the Field of Dreams at roughly 8:30. And then there's a few upcoming concert dates. I believe 8/6 is Verbatim at Hawk Island. 8/13 is Nostalgics at Historic Waterfront, and 8/20 is Poor Mouth Henry at Hawk Island. And then there's a few after that, but those are the next three.
Thank you. Consent agenda items. Consent agenda items are to be considered routine and will be enacted with a single motion. Any item requiring discussion will be removed from the consent agenda. All consent agenda items will be reflected in full in the minutes. Resolution 2026-111, extending letter of intent with Lennar Corporation for redevelopment of 401 Creek Road, Block 2100, Lot 11. Resolution 2026-112, resolution to cancel taxes due to total veteran exemption pursuant to NJSA 54:4-3, paragraph 38. Resolution 2026-113, refund of tax overpayment. Resolution 2026-114, resolution to appoint mechanical subcode inspector. Payment of bills. Approve payment of bills in the amount of $1,301,311.26 as per the bill list run dated August 3, 2026. Is there a motion to approve the consent agenda items?
So moved.
Second. Oh,
Roll call, please.
Mr. Bartlett.
Yes.
Mr. McFadden.
yes.
Mr. Olet.
Yes.
Ms. Seuss.
Yes.
Ms. Fitzpatrick.
Yes. Meeting is open to the public for comments and questions, general session 2.
Was there any correspondence?
Yeah, I don't know. Is there any correspondence, Deb?
One quick thing as Mr. Butte comes up. We received an invitation from Delanco Schools for the Walnut Street reopening ribbon cutting, which will occur on Tuesday, August 25th at 6 p.m. And an invitation is on the dais for each of you.
Thank you, Bev. Okay, Scott.
Good news that you have my name in trouble.
Scott Buick, 18 Pennington Court. I stopped by to see if John was in the next door earlier today, and I missed him. If I recall the end of last year, there's that yellow vine growing through the basin, and I finally got over to Babe Ruth Field, and there was a big spot over there just off the walkway. But now that grass is being all cut, so I don't know whether it's growing there or not. And if I recall, the county was going to help eliminate that. Now, I know some people get upset because you gotta use a pretty strong weed type killer to get rid of that, but if you don't, it is very invasive, and it will take everything out in its path, trees, bushes, and will get over into playing fields and all if something's not done. Does anybody know if anything's going to be done? Because last year, I think it got to the point where it was kind of the end of the growing season. It was too late to do anything.
And it did die off.
I think
Yeah.
it's called Dodder. Right?
Dodder, yeah, it's
So
called
it is-
Dodder,
That's it,
yeah.
It's everywhere in
Yeah.
that basin this year.
Yeah, and,
And it suffocates everything.
It
It's
is.
so hard to control.
Right.
Yeah.
It is.
The only update I have is I've been working with John. We've been trying to find contractors, landscapers. He's reached out to companies that provide chemicals, and he's having trouble finding someone that will come out and work on it. So I will follow up with him tomorrow. He was supposed to be here. He had a family.
It's just
but-
that now's the time.
I know,
You
I
know,
know.
so-
And I know we exhausted so many options last year and just kept hitting dead ends, but
Okay.
we are definitely, he knows about it.
Yeah, I just don't want it to.
It's his nightmare,
to spread,
but,
because, I mean,
Right.
it's going to do it anyhow, and I know, yeah, it's hard to control. But-
right.
yeah.
That's it. Thank you.
Thanks, Scott. Anyone else? Hi, Nance.
Nancy Russ, 228 Maple Avenue. I just had a small suggestion. Down at the historic park in the gazebo, I've been noticing lately when I walk there that people are going in there and they're just leaving the trash all over like by the table. I guess some people are eating there and then they're not walking up to where the trash cans are and depositing the trash. They're just leaving it underneath the tables. And so I was wondering if maybe they could put a trash can like right outside the gazebo or something so somebody could just, see it there and
Yeah,
do the right thing and put
I
their
agree
trash
with you.
in there.
Yeah,
Every time I'm down there, I'm cleaning up trash. So yeah, we should talk to John about, or at least get a nice, not one of those yellow bins, like a nicer trash can to put down there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
That's a good idea.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Nance. Anyone else? I'll close this portion of the meeting to the public, and we'll start with discussion items. This is further consideration of proposed ordinance amending Chapter 295, Vehicles and Traffic, Article 2, Parking, 295-4.1, Permit Parking, Article 14, Schedules 295-54, Schedule 13, Permit Parking Only. This is, they combined Hawk Island area and the riverfront area in one ordinance. And this was when there was a change to come through with parking from 9 p.m. to 7 a.m., or to sunrise, excuse me, which was initially 9 p.m. to 8 a.m. And on the area for Hawk Island, the parking is now Friday 6 p.m. to Monday 6 a.m. So I don't know what anyone else feels about these ordinances, but I would like to give you my comments. Or maybe I'll wait till everyone else has their suggestions, but I do have my own comments, so.
So the streets leading to Delaware Avenue right now are 9 p.m. to 8 a.m. We had suggested sunrise, but I am suggesting 7 a.m. now. So it would just be an hour difference, an hour sooner. And then I don't think there's any changes in the Hawk Island parking that is being suggested. Am I reading that right?
On this particular thing, but there were changes that were going to be made, but I would suggest that for anyone on Vine or Walter who actually live other than the 100 block, if they need a parking permit, let them have a permit if they have company coming over the weekend or something. So anyone on Walter or Vine, I think, should be able to get a permit if they need to have someone park in that area because there isn't enough on their current area.
That's all they were asking.
I think that makes sense. And anyone else have any comments on the other parking?
But that doesn't guarantee them a parking spot, right?
No.
No, but it gives them a
on
permit to
Orchard,
park there.
but on
if they
Orchard,
have to.
absolutely, that's the issue.
Yeah.
That's the
That
issue.
was their problem. They were like,
They couldn't get a permit.
why can't I park on the street that I'm paying taxes for?
Right.
Yeah.
When you go to said street and there's a whole block of empty spaces, but
Yeah.
they can't park there.
So
that
they
was-
can
that was
park
their-
there
yeah,
if
that
we
was
give
their
them a
issue.
permit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's plenty of space.
That makes
Yeah,
sense.
that was the problem.
The resident on the corner of Orchard and Washington, his driveway faces Orchard, and the front of his house faces Washington. And he asked about being able to get a permit there.
Orchard, yeah.
But he lives on,
Oh,
his
on
house faces
Washington.
Washington.
Right.
But
Oh.
his side door and
Yeah, it
is
is.
on
Mhm.
Orchard.
It's on
And that's how they enter their property.
Unit-
That's how
yeah.
they enter
He's
their
one of
property.
them.
So he was asking,
Do you have jurisdiction to do that?
No, you guys pull, you
So
made the ordinance, not
we'll
me.
put it,
Okay, so we
we
have to
should
add
add,
that then.
we should add that to the ordinance, Orchard too.
Yeah, like right now,
Anyone-
that's what I'm saying, that's why I
Anyone
couldn't.
on
The ordinance
Orchard.
states specifically that you have to live in the 100 blocks.
Vine
on
and
it.
Orchard, yeah.
Yeah.
They should be able,
Or on Orchard.
yeah, or Orchard, yeah. All three of them should be able to get a permit. So we have to.
Because like I said, what
amend
was
that.
happening was people then were having to park further down Vine, which then affected the parking of those residents and just kept getting pushed further and further down.
Yeah,
towards
makes
Burlington Avenue.
sense.
So, yeah.
Yeah, makes
Mayor
sense.
Fitzpatrick, we did add some language on the bottom of page 1 of the ordinance. It's in green, so it's a little hard for the eye to pick up. Just that additional permitting there. So if you want to add for that one address of Washington as well. And I sent this to Doug. It honestly, it wasn't making a lot of
One
sense to me the way I wrote it, but if you take a look and see.
So,
Right here.
on this side.
On the left side.
No, yeah, number
I have it right
2,
here.
the bottom of
Oh, we're over here.
page 1.
Left side.
Go back to the other
Paragraph
way.
2, page 1.
That one right there.
Oh, okay.
200, 300.
And so we need, and it already has, it should have Orchard too.
It does.
And all residents of Orchard, yes, because that's what I had expressed, all residents of Orchard, so that's good. So that should be good. The other parking on streets between Second and Delaware, I don't think we should change it. I mean, it's worked. We went through this with those residents for a long period of time. There were a lot of things happening down there that weren't really pleasant. And it's worked, and I don't see what 1 hour difference is going to make. I think that we should just leave it the same. Residents are happy, and for someone who wanted to see the sunrise, it doesn't really rise on the Delaware.
Well, regardless if somebody wants to see the sunrise or not, we keep focusing on that. That's what started this whole thing, but our noise ordinance allows 7 a.m. starts to start working. So again, it inconveniences residents if they want to have landscapers or contractors park down there next to their homes or in that general area. They have to park a block away.
I disagree. I think we should leave it at 8 a.m., but it's up to the committee.
So do we have to add Washington on this paragraph too as well? Wasn't that what we were talking about, the one resident at Orchard and Washington?
They were
No,
Walters, but-
Orchard, so he can get a permit for
No,
Orchard.
No, he lives on
Well, he lives
Washington.
on.
He lives, his house faces on Washington. I was,
But his address
the
is...
original was for Walter Idaho, the one
Yeah.
she just described.
Right.
Yes, his house faces, but then they enter it from Orchard.
Is his address on Washington?
His address is on Washington.
Okay, so then we'd have
So
to add
then we
Washington.
have to add Washington.
That's what I'm saying,
yeah.
but I would anyway, because again, that street
Yep.
runs from Rancocas all the way past East 3 Street, so that makes sense.
And that's the 2 and 300 block of Washington, just for correct.
Yes.
Okay.
Do they have a 100 block there? I didn't think so.
No.
Only Walter and Vine.
So anybody else have any comments on this?
The 7 a.m., again, with the noise ordinance that we have, I'm comfortable in shifting that from the 8 a.m. to the 7 a.m.
Did you say you are comfortable?
I am, yes.
Okay, thank you.
And I think the 9 p.m. needs to stay.
Yeah, I agree with Fern and Carolyn about making it 7 a.m. mayor said, 1 hour doesn't make a difference, so it shouldn't make a difference to extend it 1 hour or reduce it by 1 hour.
So would this be 13?
Yes, this would be 13 if introduced tonight. The public hearing for August 17th.
I don't necessarily see an issue. I'll agree with Fern, Matt, or Scott, I'm sorry, and Carolyn for their 7 o'clock start, since that is the noise ordinance.
I would make a motion to introduce first reading of ordinance 2026-13, amending chapter 295, vehicles and traffic, article 2, parking 295, 4.1, parking permit, article
14.
14, thank you. Schedules 295-54, schedule 15, parking permit only.
Schedule 13.
With the, thank you, with the changes adding Washington 200 and 300 block. And I think that's the only other changes, right? I'm making it 9 p.m. to 7 a.m. No changes on the Hulk Island. Did I miss anything?
Nope. Motion?
Nope, Scott?
Second.
Okay. And that would be read by title only, introduced by title only, and set public hearing for August 17th for that.
Okay.
All right. Ready
Roll
for a
call.
roll call? Mr. Bartlett?
Yes.
Mr. McFadden?
Yes.
Mr. Olet?
Yes.
Ms. Seuss?
Yes.
Ms. Fitzpatrick?
No. The next item is handicap parking spaces, 100 block of Willow and Union, close to Delaware Avenue. This is a proposed resolution, which is a great idea. So, does anyone have any questions about that? We certainly should provide handicap parking for,
That gives us handicap parking for
Use of
the
the
waterfront park.
Yep, so that would be resolution 2026-115.
Yeah.
yes.
Would we consider doing putting a handicap at the end of Edgewood, where, again, it's a straight run from Burlington Avenue, the traffic light, and folks coming down, again, to walk along the waterfront, whether we would consider putting a handicap there.
There's a street in between there, too. I think Hazel, isn't it? Is it Edgewood? Is it Hazel first, Matt?
Edgewood is when you come
Up
From the light.
Straight across.
the traffic light.
Yeah, the
straight
light.
Yeah.
across.
I don't have an objection to adding Edgewood.
Do you have any comments, Chief?
No.
What do you think, Chief? Think it's a good idea?
Sure.
If we're doing that, why don't we do all the blocks?
Yeah, right.
It wouldn't be bad to do every one because, yeah, every
Might as
one.
well.
Yeah, makes sense.
So we have the public street end, so
Yeah, so that would be good.
So are we starting at Cedar?
I
So,
probably wouldn't do Cedar, only because that corner is such a blind corner and very tight. I
Yeah.
wouldn't do Cedar.
I wouldn't do
I
Cedar
would
either.
start at, Willow, and I probably wouldn't
Go up
do,
to, I wouldn't do Lilac.
Lilac either, just because of that
Okay.
turn.
Yeah,
You can still see around that, though. There's nothing obstructing. There's nothing obstructing you.
Somebody needs to read off all the streets.
that one house faces like Delaware, it's kind of
You could
awkward.
put the handicap sign, because obviously we travel on the right-hand side. You could put the handicap sign on the right-hand side. They can
Okay,
park there.
between their driveway and, yeah, between those
Just
two
set it back.
driveways.
Yeah, you set it back for the driveway entrance.
Okay.
Before we introduce this, Chief, if we wait until next meeting to introduce this, would that give you time to take a look at the street ends?
I'm
and-
telling you, I've been driving on these streets for 20 years. You can set it behind that driveway, and it'll be
Right.
perfectly fine.
So we can do all the streets except
Absolutely.
Cedar.
Absolutely.
Okay. That makes sense.
So it would be Willow, Union, Walnut, Hazel, Edgewood, Center, Oakford,
Maple,
Maple, Lilac. Thank you.
Yeah.
You have that memorized. Huh?
and the partridge in the pear tree. Good to go.
You said Edgewood as well, correct?
Yes.
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 Mhm.
On the east side
Mhm.
Yes.
at the Delaware Avenue.
Mhm.
intersections.
Yep.
Right.
So that would be facing the river?
Mhm.
It-
Just each one. Right there. Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so that would be, this would be for first reading by title only, and this would be 2000...
No, this could be done by resolution.
Oh, we don't need, oh, okay, good. All right.
We would need a motion, a second, and a roll call.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Roll call?
Mr. Bartlett?
Yes.
Mr. McFadden?
Yes.
Mr. Olet?
Yes.
Ms. Seuss?
Yes.
Ms. Fitzpatrick?
Yes. Next item, Burlington County Rancocas Creek Greenway Trail Route 130, Rancocas Creek Crossing, LCD. Deb, did you want to give a little brief on that?
Sure. The county has received funding from DVRPC to try to connect all of their county parks. This one in particular would be Pennington to Willingboro. What they're proposing, they don't have it finalized yet, but there's several trail plans of how to get from point A to point B. The county is asking us to just support this plan because any municipality that is on board to this proposal, they believe they would get more funding if it is possible. So they're just asking us to support their trail plan once they have it finalized. They are setting up a website. As soon as they get it up and running, we will link it on our website so people can go on and see what the trails are that they're proposing. And if there's anything additional that we find out, we'll add it to our site as well.
So they're just asking us for a resolution in support of?
To support it, yes.
Does anybody have any questions or concerns about that?
No.
I think
That
it's-
resolution was not in your packet. It's separate on the dais for each of you.
Yeah.
That would be 116.
116?
Yes.
And the
it's resolution.
yeah, the first item, further consideration of proposed ordinance. I thought it was said 114, but that's a resolution. That wouldn't be the ordinance number. Is that right? It's still 114?
It's 115, I understand.
Okay, I wrote down 114. Okay, just wanted to make sure. Okay, so resolution 2026-116, supporting the preliminary preferred alternative for the Rancocas Creek Greenway Trail, Route 130, Rancocas Creek Crossing Local Concept Development Study. So that's authorizing, or actually we're giving them our okay in support of. Is there a motion to approve this resolution?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
That's on a roll call?
Do we need a roll call for that, Beth?
Resolution? Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Mr. Bartlett?
Yes.
Mr. McFadden?
Yes.
Mr. Olet?
Yes.
Ms. Seuss?
Yes.
Ms. Fitzpatrick?
Yes. I have two other items. The lights at the waterfront park. I know there's been some question about how late they're on and who controls them. So is there a time frame on when they go off?
1 a.m.
Why is it 1 a.m.?
What time would you like them to go off?
Well, is there a reason to have them on till 1 a.m.?
I think that was
Is
just how
that
we
safety?
discussed.
Is that something
I
that?
didn't, you're asking the wrong person. I didn't
Yeah.
set the
Yeah,
lights.
I think that's just, we,
Because think about it real quick, we don't care about the lights per
Right.
se, because we have spotlights on our vehicles. They
Right.
help, obviously, but we do two things. We utilize our vehicle lights as well as we got on foot. So my thing would be though, if you're asking me, you paid for the lights, when else are you going to use them?
Yeah.
You might as well have it, especially now in the summer. Well, we're going towards fall, so obviously it's going to get dark earlier, but you paid for them, like, why not use them then? What
Yeah.
was the purpose in to put them there? Especially when we leave the lights here at the station on all night. Same thing at Gateway.
So it's more like a
Streetlights are on
safety.
till
The
dawn.
street lights are on till dawn, so
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay. And who controls those lights?
The public works.
it works.
Okay.
The candle, I guess the candle lights, or how bright those are,
Foot candles.
foot candles. is there a way to reduce those? Because they're pretty bright. I mean, it's like pulling into the gas station.
Not that I know of. I don't think so.
Those are LED modules.
Yeah.
There's a way to do that.
No, this is
Oh, they're LED.
Yeah, it's not like a
new technology.
dimmer you can put it
Around
around
that.
or anything.
Okay, I was just brought up to me, and so I just wanted to
The
question.
person on Facebook said they sit down there at night and wanted the lights turned off, but they're not supposed to be sitting down there at night.
Yeah,
The park
because it's
is
closed, yeah,
right?
yeah.
So,
The only other thing is in the winter months, the residents that live at the Zerbrook Mansion, those lights are bright. There's no leaves to
Block them.
So if maybe we looked at during the winter months, a 9:30 to 10 o'clock, it may be a more reasonable hour, so when people go to bed, that they don't have the intrusion of,
I have a
the
street
lights.
light right out front of my house.
And I know,
Shines right in my window.
I had gotten an email, well, street light is, that's there. But I had gotten an email from Mary in reference to seeing if they could be cut back, because at 1 o'clock, them still being on, it does affect her,
Yeah.
so.
I did want to make a mention that I had made a post about the Delanco 250th flag was missing from the waterfront park. And we did rewind the cameras, and someone did actually cut it off and take it and steal it. So the police department did look into it and track down the person, and we did get the flag back, and they were prosecuted for theft. Oddly enough, it was the night of July 4th when the fireworks were happening, and we had turned the lights off for a short time so that everybody could enjoy the fireworks, and then the storm rolled in. And that person was down there when the lights were off, actually, and cut the flag off when it was dark. The lights were put right back on the next day. But that is just an instance of someone did have theft while the lights were off during that time. So it is very dark down there when the lights aren't on. Just so, I don't know if anybody has been down there when the lights are off, but it's very dark.
Well, there is a curfew, so the kids shouldn't be out and about,
It was
right?
an
It wasn't a
adult.
kid. It was
No,
an
I know
adult.
this was an adult. I'm not talking about that instance, but I'm talking about, I don't know why.
Curfew's at
there's-
10 o'clock.
Yeah,
It's 11
curfew's at
o'clock
10,
on Friday
yeah.
and Saturday.
So, I
If
mean,
that-
I just don't see why lights have to be on until 1 o'clock in the morning in that park.
Well, I mean, we could put it at midnight.
Yeah, I'd put it at 11, a reasonable time when most people retire. I would put it at 11. To me, that makes sense, 11 o'clock.
I'm fine with that.
Well, how about
Okay.
this? Where's-
That makes
Mary, what
sense,
time?
because most people retire about
Yeah.
11? Yeah, I think
11
that makes sense. Yeah, good. So we'll change that then. Okay. And the other thing is just a simple thing. We had to move Hagatha, or Agatha, whatever her name is.
Agatha. It is Agatha.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was Agatha or Hagatha. So she's at Public Works right now because she's not going to be at Centennial Park. And so we need to decide where to put her. The county already has one at Pennington, so I guess it's up to us where we should actually put her, the troll. So,
I thought she was going to West Ave.
well, that would be my suggestion, but we didn't decide. Nobody decided on that. I don't know where else she could go.
I wouldn't suggest West Ave because there's not a lot of eyes out there. And I feel like she would get vandalized. It's kind of my...
I don't know where,
Waterfront Park?
Absolutely not.
So we're not going to put her at Centennial.
Absolutely not. I had suggested maybe putting her at the Triangle. When people visit the historic signs, she could be there.
I don't know. That's right out
That's
front
a
of the church.
vacation.
Yeah, that's in front of a church. I guess we could put her in the corner at Gateway Park with the news section, back in that corner. But how much of that do we utilize for the Christmas Village?
It really
I
appears
think
you
she
guys don't
belongs
like
at
it.
West
Why are you
Avenue,
looking for-
actually, because it's, something you would see on a hiking trail.
Why not put her out at the Field
Yeah,
of
we
Dreams,
can put her at the Field of Dreams.
pointing at the sign?
There you go.
Oh, God.
God.
You're fine with that?
I don't know how much
It's out
life
in the
she
open.
has.
I know, she's
but
not,
She's made of like paper mache.
yeah, whatever we
Listen.
decide has to be decided to get moving quick because.
Well, you don't want to put her at the sign because
Yeah.
people visit to that. So you don't want them like parking there, walking out on Creek Road. But like you put her maybe up in that mulch area by the concession stand. there's cameras there. I don't know. You kind of want her somewhere where she's.
Do you want her, Joanne? You keep making this face.
Oh, at the
Would,
school?
would you like?
But I'm so sad because, if I may say,
Yes.
it's magical with the kids.
It is.
With the ice cream parlor right there, and there is a following in this town with children. And I'm one of the takers to go visit Hagen.
Yeah.
So if there's any possible way, any way at all, it could stay in that proximity. There is a group of kids, and I'll have them write letters if need be, but it is magical because they actually bring books to read to Hagen.
Oh my gosh. That's so cute.
It's you see the out-of-towners too come in, and it's just.
So I think Field of Dreams is too far for people to walk there, right?
Oh, I would.
So what about Babe Ruth?
Yep, Babe Ruth.
You see people in your strollers.
What about Babe Ruth near the playground?
That would be a great idea.
Yeah.
It's magical.
Put her on one of those berms.
That's a perfect place for the kids.
Put her on the
Yes.
They really do. They read to her. And
That's so cute.
there's actually a following that go visit all the trolls. And some of the kids do bring books because I'm a driver.
Yeah.
And it's really cool to see.
Yeah, Babe Ruth. What do you think of that?
That'd be great, because there's lights there. I mean, honestly, I worry about safety.
Yeah.
Because they're having problems, like her glasses got screwed up, they have to fix glasses.
I think she's
Finger got
missing
broken,
her.
they gotta fix her finger, so.
She's missing her pole, right? Wasn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you want to have cameras on her.
So thank you, sorry. but-
So the Babe Ruth playground.
Yeah, thank you.
General area.
Just a suggestion, two suggestions. One,
Oh, you have to come up to the microphone, sir.
we can put it up by, you're calling over the audience.
No, it wasn't.
Put it in storage. We have a new park being built at the end of Ash Street that's kind of close to the bridges, kind of close to the area, and we can actually design something to incorporate her in there.
Oh, at 200 Ash Street, yeah.
200 Ash Street, that's a suggestion. Another suggestion would be, I don't know what the lighting is, but it's a troll. Trolls are associated with bridges somewhere along the Heritage Trail. Right down at, I don't know, the end of Rancocas, where you go in, where you go in.
Oh, yeah, where you enter the bridge. Yeah, yeah.
But you're worried about vandalism, but I mean, at the end of the day, we have learned, I mean, yes, cameras and lights do help our deterrent, but if somebody wants to do it, they're gonna do it.
Right.
I mean, you know.
So, what's the vote of the committee? Babe Ruth?
Babe Ruth.
Babe Ruth,
Babe Ruth really seems to make sense, because that's where all the kids will flock.
especially with
Can we put her
playground.
on one of the berms?
Yeah, put her right on the berm, and that way, they'll definitely won't
Have
be
to
running
weed
out
whack.
in the street.
Well, she has a little spot there.
Yeah, right there.
With your pedestal.
Yeah.
Okay, so Phil, you're going to take care of that,
Yeah.
right?
And maybe we'll put a little garden bed around her.
Okay. Anyone have anything else?
Yes, I do.
Oh, it does.
We had a discussion in executive session under attorney-client privilege and pending litigation, potential litigation relative to some of the planning issues that we've been facing related to 2407 and beyond. And based upon that, we had asked Taylor Design Group to provide a proposal for a master plan update report with specific focus on the industrial zones in town. That proposal is for $4,500 to $6,500. And based upon the discussion, I think we need to have a motion and a second and a vote to authorize Taylor Design to proceed with that. And with that approval, Deb and I will contact Scott Taylor to discuss next steps.
I'd make a motion to move that plan forward.
Second.
Do we need a roll call, Ben?
Yes. Mr. Bartlett?
Yes.
Mr. McFadden?
Yes.
Mr. Olet?
Yes.
Ms. Seuss?
Yes.
And Ms. Fitzpatrick?
Yes. Anything else?
I do have one thing, Mayor. I just got an email from PSE&G regarding the repaving. They expect to start on the local roads besides Burlington Avenue next Tuesday, August 11th. Weather dependent. They will have a schedule confirmed to us by the end of this week of where they're going to be working, and we'll estimate that out to the residents.
Good, thank you.
And that's going to be a number of weeks, I'd imagine, for all the roads they have to work on. It's a lot.
Yeah, and they're doing all of Burlington Avenue to Fenimore, right? I mean, both sides, they're not doing...
No,
half
they're
of-
breaking it up. It's a
Pardon?
section, like they're going to it's a section, it's not all the way to Fenimore.
Oh,
It's
okay.
just at Fenimore and Burlington Ave, there's a small section there. They
Oh,
gotta
okay.
patch up.
All right.
And then it'll head all the way down to, obviously, we gotta do, West Ave, Burlington Ave
Right,
on it. so, yeah.
okay.
So.
All right, good. Anything else? Okay, I have a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you.
Yeah.